CatSynth TV.
Hey everybody, KatSynth TV, and this is our extended interview with Jeff Klukowski of Alphastare.
This thing it's called the Pocket Gamelan by Crank Sturgeon, and it's basically got inside of it a pickup and also a contact mic that you can put on just about anything. The thing itself actually kind of acts as a contact mic. So get this contact mic to engage, you clip this guy, and it's just got all sorts of little springs and sound stuff on it that you can like kind of play. You can bow these. They're all just guitar strings. This is a guitar string. Nice. Couple springs, you know. So I don't have it hooked up right now, but it sounds like a beast when you put it through like a bass amp or something or a PA, you know. Right. So that's what that is. We'll try to get it going later. The rest of my setup is basically just modular, a couple oscillators. I'm running Fusion VCO from Erica Synths. I'm running the STO from Make Noise. Sequencing that with the SQ1 here for pitch and some gate information. The Mux Slicer module is also putting out some noise from this guy, from the Erica Synths modular black modulator. Got white noise, pink noise, and crushed noise going through the Mux Slicer. And that's, let me see if I can pull that up a little better. So that's that. I'm running in the Morphogene. I've got random samples from some recent sessions I've been working on. Got everything is running through the Moger MF104M, which they just recently discontinued. But I think they still are selling a few at the Moog factory. I think they found that chip and they made like a few more. You can only buy them at the actual factory though. But they stopped making this guy. I think they discontinued the whole line actually, the Moger line. Yeah. The beats. So all the rhythms are coming out of the Endorphins Black Noir module, which I just got recently. And that's being controlled by the Make Noise Tempi. This thing's really cool. It's got a lot of different tones in it, metallic tones.
What are you running on the laptop here?
Here on the iPad is Borderlands Granular. I had this one last year too. It's really cool. It's got like all these little basically synths that are grains that read these WAV files. So you can load up your own WAV files on here and like just do all sorts of crazy stuff with them. You can stretch the size of the file to get like the grains to read like really small little bits of information. You can control how many of the grains you have, from a couple to one to a whole bunch. You can put as many files as you want on here and overlap them. Like the grains will read like all of these files at the same time as they are, programmed. You can load up a ton of these little synths if you want, And then they all have their own sets of parameters, so you can control pitch, vibrato, volume for each of these guys. And there's a whole bunch of other features in this app that I have not discovered yet because he's been updating it a whole bunch over the last year. I had this last year too, and I barely messed around with it because I've been so busy, but there's just a ton of stuff you can do with it. You can automate stuff, and yeah, so I've been messing around with that quite a bit.
Nice.
Field Kit, of which I guess there's like 6 of these in the building right now, I think. I'm kind of using it right now as a mixer. I got this iPad just going through one of the channels. This is going into the Morphogene, so that's my sound source from earlier. I started setting up the sensor. I couldn't really get a ton of action out of it because of just this little speaker's not the best. But these sensors, they just released maybe 6 months ago, KOMA. And this one's a light sensor, so you basically can flash a light on here and it'll read it and control parameters. I had it on a filter earlier, and I was trying to get a filter sweeps out of it, but it's hard to hear. So you hit it with light and it does stuff. I had another one here. This is there's like sets of these. There's like 5 per set. This one's a ball. I forget what it's called. A ball switch. There's like a little ball in here that when it's in contact, it lets signal through. When it's or out of contact, when it's in contact, it closes signal. You can kind of control gates with it. There's like 3 sets of these that these guys put out. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Ones that read heat, you know. There's one that's a microphone. So I brought a couple of those just for fun, you know. I've got this little also hooked up to the Field Kit. Solenoid. So I haven't really set up all this stuff yet, but the idea was to have like something that's to strike, you know. And I've got the make noise pressure points set up to that, so you can kind of see, you know, it controls the solenoid via trigger. So that's that.
For more information about Touch the Gear, the Outsound New Music Summit, and Alphastare, please visit their websites and check out the description below this video. Thanks for watching. Check out more at www.catsynth.com, and please subscribe to CatSynth TV.